Hi everyone. I wanted to end our series on boundaries with spiritual boundaries. When we experience when we experience abuse or trauma, so whether that's physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse, emotional abuse, um, those are an assault on our souls, not just the psychological part of us or the physical part of us or the emotional part of us, but they're also an assault on the connection that we have towards our divinity. And when I talk about connection, when I talk about spirituality, I'm defining spirituality as that connection we have to ourselves, that deep connection that we have towards intuition, what guides us. It's larger than who we are as a person. It's beyond that. It's the being, the essence of who we are. And when we experience consistent disruption in a family system, consistent shaming, physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, especially and all of these are in the terms of relationship, right? When we experience that, they offend our souls. They offend that connection that we have. And what happens then, we have a really hard time being able to protect that precious divine part of ourselves from being offended more and more. And I believe that that is a lot of where toxic shame comes into place. So if you experience a consistent sense of, I'm a bad person, something is inherently wrong with me, I believe that you have experienced spiritual trauma, and that spiritual trauma has enabled you to be has enabled you to be unable to protect yourself from further offenses, and also it's enabled you to no longer have a reverence for how divine you are. So spiritual boundaries are when we can protect ourselves and protect that inner self from the shame that others might project onto us. It can be so subtle, but you know that you may have a spiritual boundary issue or dysfunction if you have consistent shame. If you have a sense of disconnection from other people and from the world, and also disconnection from yourself and from that inner sense of divinity that we all share. So let me know if this resonates with you, if you understand what I'm talking about here, if it hits on anything for you, and I look forward to reading your comments.